Computer Science and IT. Our today's topic is data analytics using Panda, and our resource person is Mr. Muniandi Perumal, Chief Application Architect, Kindle. Now I invite Dr. Nachappa, Professor and Head, School of Computer Science and IT, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you very much, sir. So, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yes sir. Thank you, sir. A very warm good morning to everybody, and a very warm welcome for the webinar series organized by the Department of MCA for the students. So, in the interest of the learning of the student and the process of learning, the department is committed towards providing frequent industry interaction and connect sessions. Okay? And this is mainly to induce necessary skills to increase the knowledge and employability quotient of the student as such. So we would want to equip the student with all essential skills so that he can succeed in his workplace. So in this regard, so we have been committed, and in this regard, the IBM Connect series has helped us to implement this as such. So we would like to thank the IBM Connect team headed by Madam Joshika for supporting us and organizing a series of webinars on emerging technologies in IT industries as such. And in the continuation of these sessions as such, so we today have data analytics with Panda. I would like to welcome Mr. Muniandi Perumal for accepting our invitation in spite of his busy schedule. Welcome, sir. And I would also like to thank the organizing team for meticulously organizing this event, headed by Dr. Vijay Kumar, Dr. Murugan, Dr. Preeti, Dr. Manju Bhargavi, madam, and coordinated by Bhuwana madam as such. So thank you very much, the entire team, for putting everything together. And I would request the students to utilize this session to benefit to the maximum as such. Okay? So thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Ms. Kajal Jai, sir, ASMS student, to introduce today's resource person.
Very happy and energetic morning of all of you. Our today's webinar topic is data analytics with Panda. For the brief information about data analytics with Panda, I, Kajal Zoisher, studying MCA Cybersecurity at Jain University, heartily welcome to Mr. Muniandi Perumal for take today's webinar. Mr. Muniandi is Chief Application Architect for IBM Service Platform with Western Solution. He brings in over 24 years of experience across industry domain and multiple web technologies, and is deeply involved in design and development of this platform. He is a certified Scrum Master and has been a strong advocate of Agile methodology and has propelled several traditional projects to adopt Agile since 2012. He is a certified instructor and trainer in the enterprise architecture space and has been conducting boot camps and workshops in several FUX-Tech technologies since 2005. He is an ardent speaker in various national and international forums on a variety of topic subjects, be it yoga, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, information technology, agile, and strongly believe in natural enthusiastic techniques in furthering their growth path. So I request to Mr. Muniandi for take next.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction, Kajal. Thanks, Vijay Kumar sir and Nachappa sir, for the entire even Josika for the entire event management team. Thanks, student, for your time here and trying to understand what is going on in the industry and what is actually going on related to data. So, first of all, warm welcome for all the people over here. Okay. So without further delay, I will get into the topic. Sir, anything else to be added before start my topic, sir?
Nothing, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me start sharing my screen. You guys are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. If you guys not noticed, the last few years or last decade, the people actually keep on talking about data. Okay. So why this particular decade or the last few years, people who's not talking to me or talking to the forum, please go on mute. Thank you for your support.
Because we are using the same black. Same the color. Yeah, only the black color is
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so that's what right, this particular decade or last few years, people are talking about data. First of all, why the industry is moving towards data? First, we need to understand the reason being the computer industry came around 70s, and the lot of actually companies or corporates are start implementing computer based solutions. So now each and every system or each and every corporate started collecting lot of data. Now the data is available in a digital form in each and every system which you guys are day to day which you are using. So right now each and every company or each and every system trying to process their own data and then trying to get something out of the data so that they can improvise or they can provide a new you know a solution or new feature for their application or their system. That is the reason actually the data become so popular. Whatever the technology which is related to data, that has become a high demand nowadays. So that is one of the important tool or the important thing which is heavily used is Panda. That is one of the Python library. So we are going to discuss that today, and moreover I'm going to take one of the important the business scenario, and then we are trying to give a solution for that same business scenario. That's what I'm going to do today in front of each and everybody. We are going to write a one particular program for one particular problem statement. I will explain the problem statement as well as we'll write the code for that. That is what one of the intention. But before going to that, we need to understand a little bit about the data. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so the data, this is actually the literal meaning in wiki, what is mean by data. But actually speaking, everything whatever you guys are producing or emitting from any system, or even when I'm talking, the whatever the things which been collected, so again a data. So this particular meeting been recorded, so that recorded video or audio, that is become a data. This ppt, for this presentation I prepared a PPT, that is become a data. So anything, everything is become a data. But how we are going to use the data, that is what actually we are going to see here. So there are different type of data, that statistics data, financial data, scientific data, cultural data, geographical data, transport data, nature, whatever. So the data which is collected from the various system and various situation. Previously, the data, usually the data means wherever the data coming to the system, that is a validated data usually come. Say for example, suppose you are maintaining one lecture. In the ledger, suppose you are writing something, only the meaningful data which you are writing into that system. But nowadays not like that. The data start emitted by different people. So the data validation is one of the key challenge here today. So that and all we'll discuss. So this is what actually the data pyramid is something like this. So that's what I was telling previously. The data which is coming to the system, or the data which is coming to the particular organization, it is validated. So only the limited amount of the data used to come. But nowadays, even if you have an organization, there is an email, there is a data. Suppose there is a punch card, there is a data. Suppose if it is a college, suppose student information is a data, department information is a data, even the course curriculum is become a data. So everything become a data. But when we are having a the data, which how we are going to convert the data. Suppose if you have a data like name and age, so then that the name and age independently is considered as a data. Suppose if you trying to coin a word or coin something using the data, that is become a information. Okay, say for example, the particular person age is 25, something like that, then it's become an information. Okay, then when you are seeing actually something, suppose you are seeing some data independently, then that won't give any meaning. When you are trying to put together, and then you will create an information. When you are creating information, then information become a knowledge for the system or people or who are going to consume. Okay, the knowledge will create a wisdom. Okay, this is the the pyramid which is we have to understand. So right now, previously, when this particular computer implemented for a different organization, so see the data which is collected from the Stone Age. So whatever the things which they are collected, it's even they're written in stone, something like that. That is become a data only. But when the computer field, after the computer field come, so that the first few decades we are using this data and only information. We are not doing anything related to knowledge or wisdom. The reason being that the computer being used just to support what the day-to-day activity which they are doing. So when until then that particular computer system used for data and information. Say for example, there is a what is that system which is having retail. Say for example, retail. In retail, what they will do, there is a point of sales where they will collect the data, and then they will actually find out how much sales that is happened today. Then that is become an information. Okay, so only that level they were using the system for few decades. Then later then they thought, why the particular sales is actually reduced in a particular day, or why the sales is actually more in a particular day. They try to do some kind of aggregation or some kind of correlation between today's data and then previous day data, something like that. Then that has become a knowledge. Okay, this is the reason that particular sales is reduced on a particular day. So that has become a knowledge. But what I can do with that knowledge? Okay, then I can actually try to do something into the system. I can do some kind of sales recommendations in a particular day when the sales is not actually high. Say for example, Wednesday and Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. If you guys noticed, some of the stores start giving actually offer on Wednesday, and if some people are coming on Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday, you can get actually 10 percentage discount, something like that. You might notice actually, because that knowledge is giving a wisdom, or knowledge is giving actually some kind of a recommendation. That is where actually this the recommendation engine is coming. Even nowadays, if you guys are I think you guys might be watching movies or something using that OTT platform and all. When you are selecting one particular movie, you might see actually some recommended movie for you. So what that will do, so whatever the people who watched in the particular movie, those people might watched in a different movie. So based on that particular list of the data, they will try to find out an engine saying that, okay, this particular movie, some people liking this particular movie might be liking the other movie. Based on that only, that kind of recommendation. And with your own data also, you might be suppose you start watching actually family drama. So whatever the movie tagged as a family drama, those movie will be recommended for you, something like that. The same thing which is you might noticed in even Amazon. In when you are buying some particular product, so you might see actually the people bought this product, also bought this product, something like that. List of product might be coming, or they will be giving something like similar products which is available in market, something like that. So all those behind this, all those things which is happening because of actually that the machine learning, or the setup program which is running in behind and trying to analyze the data, whether your sales data or the similar person. Say for example, there is something called comparative. People like you, like this, something like that. So what they will do, first of all, they'll try to study the data about that particular person. The person actually personality. Based on the personality, the similar personality which is available in their database, what that particular person doing, that particular things also they recommend to you. First of all, I don't know how many people are using Truecaller here. Okay, how the Truecaller is working? How many people? Did you guys think about how the Truecaller is working? Actually speaking, whenever you install a Truecaller, all your phone book data which is available, commonly available in the Truecaller database. So someone is calling, even that particular caller phone is not there in their actually phone book, they will try to refer in the common database. In the common database, that particular phone number who is calling you, that phone number is available, means they will refer that name and then disclose to you. Okay, that is the way the Truecaller is working. And first of all, you need to understand one thing: some person is giving a phone number. Okay, suppose Vijay Kumar sir is giving a phone number to me. I don't have any rights to disclose Vijay Kumar sir phone number to someone else. But by installing Truecaller, you guys are disclosing all the phone number to some random people. Okay, so actually speaking, that is based on that only the Truecaller is working. So without their knowledge, suppose the concerned person knowledge, we are sharing the detail to the entire world. Okay, so I never ever actually install Truecaller in my phone number, because I don't want to disclose my friends database into others. Okay, suppose someone is want to reach out to me, I can actually, suppose if it is a unknown call, I have a lot of mechanism to block actually unknown calls. Okay, instead of just to know who is calling me, to understand for my own purpose, I don't want to disclose my own data. So something like that only, this all those things are working. Suppose you are searching something in your Google, suppose immediately you will get some kind of recommendation when you are going to some portal. So actually speaking, that was the data which is actually collected wherever you are actually. So I think there was one interesting incident happened in US Senate. Sundar Pichai was there in that particular meeting, in the Senate meeting. They were asking, are you actually tracking everybody's information or something like that. So he was saying that without checking your phone, I can't tell that information. Are you tracking me, something like that. Then he's saying that keep on he was keep on asking at the Senate member. He's saying, sir, I can't reveal without checking your phone number. What he's trying to say here is, if you are actually enabled some of the feature in your phone, uh, you know uh, 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 locality, sharing the locality, if you enabled sharing your locality, mean that you ready to disclose where you are. Okay, so if you are disabled, that, see, the phone have both feature. You can even disable your location, or you can enable your location to others, something like that. Okay, so that's what he's trying to say, that without checking your phone, I can't tell you that whether I'm tracking you or not. See, he didn't deny that I'm not tracking you. Okay, so how actually the Google Map is working, you guys know that, right? So when you are turn on Google Map, so automatically where you are, that information is going to Google Map. Based on that only, the traffic jam, everything which is actually enabled to that other user. So each and every individual user sharing the data, based on that only this is coming. So here the data is actually the power of that most of the application which is running in today's in market. Okay, so you need to be call whether you want to share the data to others or not. Which data, which kind of data you want to share to others, you have to decide. Okay, so it's otherwise all the information which will be tracked from your phone. That is the reason people used to tell, don't install unwanted games and all. Sometimes games will try to hijack all your the important application which you are installed. Something like you might have installed one bank application in your mobile phone. Suppose you are installing some unknown games. That games, the games try to read the data from your mobile. Okay, so don't actually install untrusted applications. Okay, don't randomly download some apps from random place, and then you can install. Because please try to install only the trusted softwares or the trusted application in your mobile phone. Otherwise, no guarantee that your data will get lost. Okay, okay, so sorry. Okay, so again, that's what I was keep on telling. When the data is coming or to that particular place, the data have actually the different actually characteristics. Actually, the volume of the data, so compared to a few decades now, the data which is multiplied by more than actually 100 times actually. The data, the volume of the data which is coming is very very huge. Velocity means in a particular interval, that interval also increase. The veracity also, the variety, veracity, value. So whether that data is a value data or not, this is the biggest challenge today. I'm not going to get into this, because just I thought of giving a glance. Okay, and one more thing, the new economy. So this is a different industry came in a different decades. Right now, the industry is actually the digital industry. In the digital industry, the fuel is the data. This is called digital economy. So based on the fuel only, the economy will decide. But going forward, based on the data only, the economy will going to be decided. That's what actually the new fuel for the digital economy is actually the data. So the data is going to be the king for that entire industry. Okay. Something like without oil, the industry won't run. The same thing like going forward, without data, we can't run our things. That's what the same thing actually. In data, these are the keywords which we are using, like miming data, exploring data, extracting data, pipeline, upstream, downstream. These are the same words used in data also. So even in our program, we used to create a pipeline. When in a meeting or some of the corporate discussion, we will create a how is the pipeline. We will be discussing like that. It is mean that actually there is a two different applications running. If you want to connect these two applications, we used to call that thing called pipeline. Pipeline means actually I need to create a data connection between two application A and application B. So that is called actually pipeline. We used to call pipeline. How the pipeline, data pipeline is working. Even sometimes they will call just pipeline. So the same thing like extracting, data extracting means how we are actually extracting the data. Are you extracting all the data, or you are extracting a selected data? So those kind of the same thing like exploration means I need to study about the system, and I try to understand about the data in the particular system. The exactly same word we will be using. Upstream means data which is coming to the system, means the reference system is called upstream. The consumer system we used to call downstream. Okay, something like that. These are the keywords we will be using. So what I am trying to convey here is, so whatever actually the oil industry, the words are being used, the same words it's been used in the data industry also. So that's what I'm trying to convey. So there's a lot of similarity between this oil industry as well as the data industry. Okay, as long as actually data become oil for the new system, the same words being used here. Okay, here we used to call extract, collect, store, process, something like that. Okay. Here also we'll use, these are the words, data being stored, and the usage, and queries, and means whether the data is correct or not, and then try to analyze the data. These are the words you will be hearing when you are in the data side. So I thought just making you familiar with these keywords. That's the reason I put together. But today class we are going to deeply jump into data frame. I will come there. Okay. So the predictive and diagonalize, and descriptive. Descriptive means actually the data level. After that, I need to do the analyze, and then we need to have a predictive. This is the same word called actually, I use data, information, and knowledge and wisdom. It's a different usage for the same thing. Okay. Guys, you have any question? Just I thought of actually share some information around data. That's the reason this slide been prepared. Or I was talking about that for first a few minutes. Now we'll go into the pandas. Okay, any question? I'll pause for a minute, then I'll move on to this one. Okay, fine. Here, first of all, data. So the data in a traditional world, or in a computer traditional data management, we used to store data in a kind of Excel, or we used to store the data in SQL or non-SQL format. So right now I'm not going to get into the variety of data because this particular session I have very limited time frame. So I will consider there is a data which is having a row and column. The data been accumulated for a fixed number of people. So here for this particular program, I took actually the medical data. Okay, the medical data means how much the premium the each person is paying. Okay, this is a premium paid by one person. I just removed actually the personal detail, like what is the person name, who is doing what, all those things. Here one record, the row 1 is representing one particular participant who enrolled healthcare premium. Okay, he is paying actually kind of 25,000, but his age is 45. Whether he has a diabetics, whether he has a blood pressure, whether he did any what is that transplantation on his operation or anything, whether he has any heart related disease, whether he has what is his height, weight, whether he has any allergy, whether he has any family history of cancer, whether he did any surgery, something like that. So I'm having all the data, and then I'm also having the premium, like that. There is a portion. So here in this particular program or Panda, the example which I'm going to explain, we are going to do the data analytics on insurance data. Okay, there is a insurance data. I have a kind of 1,000 insurance data which I have downloaded. So we are going to do the data analytics using that particular 1,000 record. So for that you need to understand one thing. Panda is a data frame which is going to load the data from the existing data store. Either might be Excel, or it might be a DB2, or from what ETL file from some other system. I'm not bothered about how the data is coming from. That's what I was talking about, the upstream, right? How the upstream all about it. I'm not going to worry too much, but for do my analytics, I need to load all the data into my program, right? How to load all my all necessary or needed data to do data analytics? I will be using Panda. Okay, Panda is again actually data frame is a combination of row and columns, and then the data. So that's what data frame. The key you need to understand: data, row, column. Each and every data here is considered as a data, and then the one set of person record data is combined together as a record. This is actually one column is actually one specific data set for the particular column, something like that. Okay, so this combination is data frame. Okay. I didn't understand complete screen in the sense. You guys are seeing my PPT, right? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
They're asking for slideshow, sir.
Slides only I done. Okay. Probably the question might be in, initially someone asked.
Here actually.
Okay. Okay, so once I loaded the data, first I explain the problem statement, then I'll go to the program. Okay, so now I have 1,000 records, something like this I have downloaded. So now what are the things which I'm going to do? Okay, first of all, I need to do data normalization or translation or transformation or something like that. Okay, this is my data. Okay, after I do translation of or transformation of the data, this is the bottom one is my data, which is I did the some kind of data translation and transformation. Okay, here the number of surgery. Okay, number of surgery they have a 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that. When I try to do the data analytics, if the data is in zeros and ones form, it will be very easy for me to do the data analytics. So I'm going to convert all my data into zeros and ones form. Okay, so say for example, the person have a diabetics means 1, the person not having a diabetics means 0. Same thing like the person have a blood pressure 0, the person not having a not having a blood pressure 0, having a blood pressure is 1. Any transplantation they done means 0, 1, something like that. They have any chronological disease means 0, 1. Then allergy 0, 1, 1. But here number of surgery, it is not in zeros and ones form. What I'm going to do, first I'm going to convert this data into zeros and ones form, so that it will very easy for me to calculate the health index. Okay, this health index is I'm going to sum all my ones, then it's become a health index of that particular person. And here I have a height and weight. So height and weight is actually one data which is available for me. I'm going to convert this into body mass index. So I'm going to convert actually this height and weight. Using height and weight, I'm going to calculate body mass index. How to do the body mass index calculation? There is a formula. Weight, divided by height in meter square, it's become a body mass index. That is also, first I need to convert, my height is in a centimeter, I need to convert into meter, then I have to calculate this into square, so that weight divided by height square become actually my body mass index. Using the body mass index, there is a suppose the body mass index is 18.5, less than 18.5 is underweight. Okay, suppose body mass index is between 18.5 to 25, means it is normal. Guys, please go on mute if you are not talking to me. Okay, same thing, like suppose if the body mass index is more than 25 means overweight, and if it is actually more than that, it's obesity. Okay, these are the calculation which is available. But what I am going to do, if it is a normal weight, it's become 0. Suppose if it is not, if it is underweight or overweight, I'm going to consider as a 1 for my what is that premium calculation, because he is not healthy. That's what I want actually, whether he is healthy or not. If it is a normal weight, I'm going to consider him as a healthy lifestyle. Suppose if he has overweight or underweight, I'm going to consider him as a unhealthy. That's what I'm going to do that. So using height and weight, I'm going to find out is a healthy lifestyle or not. Okay, then I'm going to see here in this one, if you guys noticed, so I created actually number of surgery become a binaries. Now same thing like what I did, BMI I calculated. The BMI, this is the actual BMI, 23, 22, 23, 27. These are all BMI I have calculated. Then I converted the BMI as a binary. Say for example, is a normal means 0, 0, 0. Suppose under or over, I'm put it as a 1. So I have a BMI binary. Okay, using the BMI binary, finally I calculate the health index. Health index is nothing but all the numbers, all the numbers here is in the zeros and binary form. I just sum it and then I created the health index. Some person health is 0. 0 means he is very healthy. Okay, suppose 1 means his health indicator is actually going high. 3 means too high, some problem. Okay, 3 different problem he has. He has 5 different problems. He has 3 different problems, something like that. So whether this particular health index influencing is the premium paying or not. See, someone is actually collecting some premium from you for a health insurance. They will be doing a lot of calculations. Based on that only they are offering, okay, some number. So that's what I'm going to find out actually what are the parameters impacting my premium. Even in top of that, some good salesman will be selling his product in very high price. They will coming and talking to you without you have a knowledge. They will be charging more premium. That is also happened. Suppose some person that this is a tough client or tough customer, he will be negotiating and then trying to reduce that number. That is also we are going to see how it is varying. What is actual premium they calculated and what is actually the predicted premium. That is also I'm going to do that. So I'm going to predict the premium. So what is actually actual premium I myself paid? What is actually the premium I supposed to pay? Whether he charged overcharged or less charged. That is also I'm going to find out. Okay, so these are the things which I'm going to do that through that particular program. So I will be explaining that program to you guys. Okay, these are the some piece of the code which I written for doing that. That is also I'll explaining one by one. See here, the code scan. I'm reading that particular file from the CSV, comma separated value file. I'm going to read the data to my data frame. After reading the data frame, I'm doing some data translation and transformation. I told number of surgery. If it is greater than 0, I'm going to convert as a number. If it is not greater than 0, I'm just going to leave it as a 0, something like that. And then there is a PMI calculation, right? Height divided by 100. I'm converting it as a meter and multiple 2 times, and then I square it of 2. Square of 2 means height into height. So that I'm doing, and then divided by weight. So automatically I'll get a BMI. Then I'll get a BMI binary. Suppose if it is in a healthy, is greater than 18 and less than 25 means I'm considering him as a healthy person, or otherwise unhealthy person. So I'm converting actually BMI as a what is that lifestyle indicator. Then this is for my own purpose. I mean for a data purpose I have converted whether it's 0, -1 or 1 or 2. I mean whether it is underweight or overweight or obesity, all those things I've calculated, but I'm not using inside this program. Just for information purpose I just created that. Then what I'm doing, health indicator, I'm sum up all my what is that index, all his health index I'm just putting together and creating a sum and then creating a health indicator. So these are the things which I done in this particular program. And then how I'm applying that particular into the data set. This is a simple program. This is a simple what is that function, right? How I'm calling this function into the data set. The data set is a big thing, right? It's a 1,000 record or 2,000 record or 1 lakh record. So the Panda has a feature like lambda. I can call using lambda. I can call my simple mathematical function and trying to apply into all the rows and all the columns, and then I'm creating a new column. Okay, I'm creating a new column. That's the reason if you notice here, this is my actual data. I created a new column, right? Okay, this is a new column which I have created using my calculation. Okay, this is what I did actually. Okay, so then I will go to the program now. This is what I did for your session. So now I'm going to the program. Which screen you guys are seeing now? Or you guys are able to see my screen? Are you guys are seeing my browser screen?
Sir, PPT only visible, sir.
PPT only you are seeing. Huh? Okay, fine. Then I'll stop sharing and then resharing.
Yes, sir. PPT only.
Okay, I'll reshare. What you are seeing now? Now you are seeing which screen? Browser screen? Or you guys are seeing browser screen?
Yes, sir.
Browser screen is visible, sir.
Okay, now the browser is visible and then you are seeing some code, right? Healthcare is a title, something like that. Guys, please confirm so that I can move on.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Code screen is visible, sir.
Okay, you are seeing the code screen, right? Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, this is a program which I written, and this code is already available. Okay, I will even give you the link even after the session. Also, you can refer my code. Okay, see here what I'm doing here. As I told, actually there is a data set. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now. I'm going to execute only these 2 lines. Okay, this is running the entire code, actually speaking. Okay, no problem. This is running the whole code. I thought of running the piece of the code. Okay, fine. If you want to run the piece of the code, what I need to do, I can introduce a new cell. I'm introducing a new code cell, and then I copy this code, Panda code. Okay, so these are 3 lines of the code. I'm going to run this cell so that only these 3 lines will get executed. See what I'm doing in these 3 lines of the code. I'm just loading the data set. Okay, after loading the data set, after loading this data set, I'm just displaying the data set. I'm displaying the data set. So while displaying the data set, you are seeing the same data set here. This is the data set which I'm reading from this Excel CSV file. This is a CSV file. This is publicly available data. I didn't prepare this data. This Google is one of the data providing website which is available, publicly available. You guys can download the data, whatever the data which you want, actually do the data analytics. Okay, that's what I did. Actually, these are 3 lines of the code. What I'm doing after that, I'm just converting this particular, using this particular line, these 2 lines, probably these 2 lines I'll take it. I will put it here. Now I'm going to run these 5 lines of the code. Guys, give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Give me a minute. Okay. Sorry guys. So now I'm going to introduce these 2 more lines here. Okay. Now I'm going to run this program. Now you get actually 2 more extra lines. See here, a row number. Row number I want, for some other reason I need a row number. I introduce row number 0, 1, 2, 3, and then binary surgery is a binary. So here surgery, if you guys noticed, here number is 2. Here it's become 1. So how many number of surgery he has? See, for my this particular program calculation, I don't mind actually. So he had a surgery, so that I consider him, his health condition is already had a surgery. So that's what I did here. So these are 3 lines of 4 lines of the code. After that, see what I'm doing here. I'm going to introduce one more. See the BMI. See the BMI is one of my user defined function. What I'm doing in the BMI, see here, in the BMI function, what I'm doing, I'm just passing height and weight. Height and weight, and based on that I'm doing some calculation. It's a simple function, right? Simple function anyone can write. It's not a big function. But what I'm doing with Panda, it's a miracle which I'm doing here. See what I'm doing actually. This is a data frame. All my data is in the data frame. Data frame dot apply. Then lambda is a function to this is actually another routines to call a function. I'm calling a function with my data frame, my BMI function. In the data frame, the column is, my column is, my column is height is one of the column, weight is one of the column. The column data I'm passing as argument. See, I'm passing as argument. After passing as argument, I'm asking to apply into all the column, all the column, see, same column for all the records. That's what access is 1. So now I'm going to introduce this particular line here. I'm just trying to explain one by one. Okay. Now I'm introducing a new column called BMI. So if I run this code will give an error. Why? Because I didn't copy my function. Okay. Oh, it is working. The reason is it's already there in the memory, because just now you remember I executed this part of the code. That's why it's there in the memory. So fine, it's there in the memory. Or otherwise I need to clean my this. If I need to refresh, all my memory, factory memory will be reset. Okay. This code I executed sometime before, right? This one. That's what I see this output. That's the reason that particular function is in memory. It is working because this notebook. What is that? One which will work in such a way that it's always there in the memory. Okay. So it is working fine. So now I'm going to see, now I created my BMI. See the BMI, but I need to convert this BMI as a binary, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to have one more call, BMI binary. If I put this one, I'll get one more column called BMI binary. So now my BMI will get converted as a binary. See, now I get one more column called BMI binary. See, 1, 1. So the health condition is even in any form. If it is if it is not a normal weight, it has become a, what is that? I mean a negative. I mean he has actually some problem. So I'm converting as a 1. So like that. These two I'm not using, so I'm not going to explain now. Now Health index, I'm going to calculate a health index. Health index, how I'm calculating, I'm passing all the columns. He has a problem, the particular person has a problem. Suppose he has a blood pressure, he has a any allergy, historical cancer or anything, even my BMI finery, surgery finery, all those columns I'm going to pass here into this function. Now I'm going to run this. Which one is missing here? Something is missing, that's the reason. Probably I can run this program. Now I go forward and run this program, the main program itself. Just keep running, so that's why. Okay, this is the output which I am getting here. So I will explain that the graphical representation. We have a code. Okay, so here in this code, what I was doing, as I told actually, the same different column which we are having, that column which I am pausing, automatically I am getting a health index. Okay, then I am taking a copy of the entire data set. Okay, I am creating a new data set, data frame set. The df is our data set. Our data frame is this. Df is one of the variable. I read the data and then I stored it here. I am creating a copy here now. Okay, so now I'm going to predict my premium. What is the predictor premium? So the predictor premium is actual premium what he paid, which is there in one of the column. I told that is a column we have. I don't know this one. See, what is the premium he paid? That is the premium. So I'm going to predict one more premium, what he is supposed to pay. That is what I'm going to do. What is the formula I'm using here is, that is each and every individual have the different way of calculating, but what I'm doing in this one, what I'm doing actually, health index I'm taking one of the parameter, age is one of the parameter, PMI indicator is one of the parameter. Or using these three parameters, I'm calculating his premium. So what I'm doing here, premium average. What is the premium average? So premium average is one of the function which I written, premium average. In the premium average function, what I'm passing my data frame, health index and age and PMI. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm returning another function using actually the premium by BMI, one function. What I'm doing here, premium by BMI, if for the particular BMI, what is the average average of the particular premium the particular PMI has paid. Suppose low, what is actually the premium for the people underweight? Using that particular parameter, what I'm doing, I'm querying my data set. This data set, what it will do, suppose that particular person BMI is underweight. What is the premium all the underweight people are paying? I'm taking the mean of that. Mean means actually it will give a right, actually the sum all the underweight people premium and then put that average for the particular premium. So I'll get average premium for the particular person as a the BMI index. Same thing like age. Suppose one person age is in this particular category, the people under 20, what is the premium they are paying? The person who has age between 20 to 30, what is the average premium they are paying? So based on that, so each and every record the age will come, but that particular age is fall into which particular age group. In that particular age group, what is the average they are paying? So that's what I'm doing here. So same thing like health indicator. all those three average, I'm putting again into average. Okay, based on the health index, what is the average? Based on the age, what is the average? Based on the PMI, what is the average? All these three average I'm putting together, I'm creating one more average. So that is what I'm applying as the premium average. Okay, that particular premium average which is created as a new column. Okay, so that's what I was displaying this one here. Okay, so probably we can do one thing. DF head, I can put it here so that you can see that. I'm going to comment all this code so that this code won't execute. Only that part of the code will get executed. Okay, so now we are doing all the data glimpse, and then we are trying to execute this code. I'm going to execute now. I'm not actually doing any display part. I commented the display part. Only the data translation and transformation which I'm doing here. But this one, why DF? Okay, this is also displaying. Okay, I do one thing. I cut this code and then keep it in my memory. This also start executing. This notebook is something misbehaving, so I copy this code. One minute. I cut this code. So now I run this only this part. Okay, see here, now I got a new data set. In this new data set, actually speaking, the premium which is the guy paid is 25,000, but he is supposed to pay 23,299 only. He is supposed to pay. Some salesperson oversold this price. Same thing, like the 29,000, he is supposed to pay 24,000. Here's the 23,000, but he is supposed to pay 24,000. But here is actually the customer might be more demanding. See, he has a health index of 3. Still he paid only 23,000. Okay, it means that this customer more demanding and then reduce the price. Okay, something like that. So this is a predicted price based on my data set. My data set is only 1,000 record I have in my data set. Okay, suppose in one company they might have a n number of records, right? Lakhs and lakhs of record will be there. So I predicted my price. This is the predicted price. Okay, this is the data calculation which I did all those things. Any question in the function which I have written for here, I written few functions and then applied into my data set. That is nothing but data translation and transformation. I did all the data translation transformation. Now I'm going to do the data visualizations. Okay, any question? Otherwise I'll move on to the topic. I'll move on to data visualization. Team, any question? Okay, I just undo that code again. This is my whole code, right? Then again what I'm doing, actually I'm doing some other query. I'm creating 100 record 100 row record set. I have created limited record set for a better visualization. I have a whole record set, 1,000 record set. This have a 1,000 record set. This have a 100 record set. Okay, so now what I'm doing here, this is the column name of my data set. Age is a column name, premium price is a column name, number of surgery is a column name, diabetes is one of the column name, blood pressure problem is one of the column name, health index my new column name which I introduced. So see each and every column data I'm putting into separate list object. This is a list object. Age is a list object, premium is a list object, surgery is a list object. So I'm creating a n number of list object, because if you create a bar chart, the bar chart I need actually x-axis, y-axis. Okay, I need a data in axis. So that's the reason I'm creating age and premium. How actually the age and premium is relation? What is the relation between age and premium? What is the relation between premium, the premium which he paid and number of surgery? What is the relation? Using the bar diagram which I am creating. Here diabetes and then premium, what is the relation? Blood pressure and premium, what is the relation? Like that I am creating a bar chart. Actually health index is the column which I have calculated, right? The health index and then premium, what is the relation? So that is what actually I have created. I execute this program again. Now you see the visualization for the same data set. It's still running. Okay, it's done. The program is executed. See, this is what this is actually the age. Suppose this is a different age group people paid that premium. See, actually speaking, this is supposed to be the 25,000 might be a range for these people, but some people actually sell that particular product in overprice. Okay, probably that agent might paid for the overprice. If you 30 and 40, there might be a range. You guys notice most of the people fall into the 30,000 range, but there are few people overpriced. Okay, here 40 to 50 there is a range, but there is a overpriced. So each and everything is actually there is a overpriced, there is actually average price. That's what my prediction bar chart or by chart is going to tell you how actually actual price supposed to be, what is the overprice they done. That is also we are going to see here. Okay, the same thing relation between the surgery, number of surgery. At actually speaking, the people had a more surgery. I think that they are more into that what that the healthcare industry. The customer is more demanding, and then they paid very less price. Okay, so these are the diabetics, and then these are all the by chart. But there is actually scatter plot. The scatter plot is actually three-dimensional program. I will just tell you. Blue is actually the low premium, and yellow is a high premium. I will explain the scatter plot before coming to the scatter plot. I will explain how the scatter plot is working. Then I will come here. Okay. So for a scatter plot, you need to have a three axis. One is x-axis, another one is y-axis, and then the dot is a third dimension. So the dot is a premium. Okay. So premium is the third axis. In x-axis, I have a age and number of surgery, and then applying the premium. Okay. So see here. Now you go to the scatter plot, you will understand. In the scatter plot, I have a age here. I have the health indicator. Okay, health indicator I have here. Health indicator starting from BMI indicator. BMI indicator starting from -1 to 2, right? As per -1, 0, 1, and 2. These are the three indicators we have. -1 means underweight, 0 means normal weight, 1 means overweight, 2 means obesity. Okay, so the people have even obesity, and then age of 20. They are paid very less premium. You guys noticed blue color. Okay, but the age goes more, they start paying more premium. So actually speaking, here age is a major factor for the premium being calculated. By this diagram, what I understand, age is a major factor. Correct? See, if we come here, health index means there is a health index we have calculated, right? 0 to 6. Okay, so here again, if you guys noticed, age is a major factor. Even they have actually health indicator means they have more surgery and more issues. The people have more 5 means they have more issues. Still they paid actually low premium because of their age. But there are people who paying actually more premium, the yellow color, because of the health problem. Okay, okay. So the here 30 with the health problem, because of the health problem they have different. But if you noticed, in any scenario, if age is high, they are paying more premium, because that is actually what is that uncertainty. If the age go up, So the premium more the more impacting factor is our influencer. The influencer is age. But on top of that, actually other health issues also, because the person is 40, but he's have a health indicator is 5. Because of that, he paid more premium. So again, okay, you have to look at that. And this is the actual premium, and just I'm displaying the predicted premium that is in the list. Okay, now I'm creating actually the line chart. Okay, this is the blue color chart is the actual premium price which is paid by the customer, or the first 100 customer. I'm just drawing the diagram for first 100 customers. Okay, in the 100 customer, if you notice, wherever the blue color line is exactly in top of that the pink color, or the lavender, sorry, not the saffron color line, means these people paid exactly same premium what is supposed to pay. But there are people who paid higher premium as well as the lower premium. The lower premium means the consumer is very demanding. The higher premium means probably the agent is overselling the price, something like that. But this is the actual premium supposed to pay it by that particular customer. See here how actually they are selling their product into the market. You need to understand using this diagram. This is all the 1,000 record which I put it here, because here if you notice, always the sales people selling the product in a different price only. That's what you need to understand. This is supposed to be a selling price, but they paid actually in a different price. Okay, so that is what actually I did using this particular line chart. There is something called line chart. What I'm doing is in the line chart, which I'm doing actually two prices. So now if you go to this my you know uh, LNDF and the NDF, you go to that particular line. What I'm doing here, see in this what I'm doing, I'm passing actual price as a premium price. I'm I'm passing predicted price as a new price which I predicted, and the row number. Okay, so same thing this for all 1,000 record. In the 1,000 record, I'm just carrying that only 100 record. Okay, I'm querying only the 100 record. So this is a two different data set. One for 1,000 record data set, another one is a 100 record data set. I'm playing around that particular data. Okay, so this is what I did in this scatter plot. So here you have a different kind of diagrams which we have here. Okay, one is a line graph, another is a bar graph, scatter plot. Okay, which is supporting all those things. Okay, there is a library, metaplot actually. This is the one supporting for creating PLT. Wherever I'm using, I might be using PLT. See, wherever I'm drawing, I will be using PLT.so, BLT.for. So if you want to draw the diagram, you need to use metaplot actually library. Suppose if you see here, I'm using PX. Scatter plot alone, I'm using PX. The reason is scatter plot supported by the library called Plotly. The Plotly library only supporting for scatter plot. So that's what I'm using PX. Okay, so the PX is a scatter plot, and another one is the plot. Plot actually directly supporting line. So what is the plot here? The library here. The plot is actually the part of actually the Plotly one. Directly I'm taking that and then I'm using the data set dot plot dot line. Okay, the line graph directly supported. So that's why I'm not using any of the existing library which I imported here. Okay, this is what you have to understand here. Any question? See, first of all, you need to understand one thing. First, you need to identify the data set. Identifying the data set is not at all a problem. The reason is, in one particular domain, the data set will be there. Since the data set is there, you can. It is not your problem that marketing people bring the data set to you. Okay, but the marketing people actually bring the data set to you. But again, the marketing people only try to bring that requirement to you, what they want. So that's what that you see. If you are processing your own data, that is a different, or you are just piloting something, that is not a problem. you can do whatever you want. But in a corporate environment, the people bring the data to you, they will also bring the problem statement to you. Okay, this is my problem statement. Okay, say for example, I will tell you the weather prediction. Weather prediction, they have the plenty of data about the weather in a particular day. What is the weather condition? Okay, so if my cloud my cloud or my the weather condition, temperature or wind, all those things, suppose is deciding the waterfall is there in a particular day or not. So the person who's into that particular industry, they will tell you that influencer, this is the way you need to calculate. So you need to apply that particular calculation and then you need to predict the data. So here domain knowledge also very important. Suppose you are in the healthcare industry, means you need to understand the healthcare industry data set, then only you can able to analyze the data. More than actually, see here, end of the day you will be using in this particular program, what I use the maximum is mean. Only the statistics I used is mean, and then some of the aggregation, some of the query I used here. Okay, but this may not be sufficient. This particular statistics methodology may not be sufficient if they are asking something different. So here the thing is, actually speaking, for doing a data analytics, you supposed to be very strong in basic mathematics, and then basic statistics. You need to have a very fundamental mathematics knowledge you should have. In top of that, you need to understand. Excuse me, you guys are not talking to me, please go on mute. Okay, so that's what you need to understand the data set, you need to understand the basic mathematics, and then you need to understand what is the ask. After that, you need to do the data translation and transformation for doing the data analytics. For doing data analytics, you need to convert the data and you need to clean that unwanted data. Okay, so that and all I didn't cover this in this particular part. Actually speaking, there is a possibility the data is not captured properly. So those records you need to remove before doing the data analytics. So the data cleanup and the data translation transformation. Then you need to do the data in the way you want. That will come as a part of translation transformation. After that only you need to apply the formula, and then you need to do the what kind of data analytics you need. You need just a visualization, or you need to do the prediction analytics or something like that. You need to find out. Based on that, you need to apply the respective formula. Then only you can able to do the thing. Okay, say for example, the COVID data sets available in the same one. If you want to do the how that spread is happen, how it is increased, what is the percentage is get increased. So those things and all, if you want to calculate, how is the impact between the states, whether the spread is actually the same pattern is there between states or between cities, or the growth rate is exponential, or it's always going in count. So something like that you need to calculate, means you need to do the data analytics in the same way you want to do. Okay, so that is very important. Okay guys, I think I pretty much covered what I want to cover in this particular example. This code is available again. What screen you guys are seeing now? Someone can please confirm.
Yes, sir. We are able to see the code scan.
Yeah, PPT screen you guys are seeing, right?
Code scan. Yes.
Code scan only you guys are seeing. Code scan. That's PPT screen. Yes, code scan. Okay, so whatever the code which I written, the code is available here. Okay, I have my YouTube channel where I have all my recordings related to data frame. Okay, in the data frame I have data frame related sessions. You can even refer this YouTube channel, and all my codes are there in the GitHub. This is my GitHub location where I have shared all my code, including this code is there, and the specific example which I'm discussing with you guys, that code is available in this particular link. This is also publicly available. You guys can go and refer this code also. Okay. So you want to follow whatever I'm just updating or I'm contributing related to data frame. This is my channel. Okay, this is my YouTube channel where you can subscribe and keep watching new content related to the data frame. Even not only data frame, I'm just covering a lot of other topics also. You can refer. Any question?
Students, if you have any questions, feel free to interact with me.
So I thought of actually dedicating the last few minutes. We have till 12:15. You have any question? You can keep asking. But not only related to this topic. If you related to any industry standard industry questions, you can ask me. Guys, I'm just putting this all three links in your chat. If you guys want to have this to be captured, you can. Guys, please keep sort of the question. Actually, I will ready to answer any question. Not only related to this topic, anything which in the industry, what is going on, what is the technology you want to study, something like that. You can.
Students, you can interact with sir regarding other things like how to build your career.
Yeah.
Or what kind of expectation will be there from industry. Such things also you can interact.
Yeah, that is also you can interact with me. Not a problem.
Sir, we'll send you the doubts whatever the students are asking.
Yeah.
Maybe after that. Yes.
If you guys even offline, if you guys are sharing the question with department or the faculties, I will ready to answer. No problem.
Yes, sir. I shall share it later.
Yeah,
yes.
sure, definitely. Guys, only one thing I want to convey: the dedicating the time for this kind of seminar, it definitely will give you knowledge, but you have to practice the code in a daily basis. If you guys are not practicing the code, it is something like something which is there in the paper. Okay, so the commitment and the consistency is very important to succeed. Every day you need to write some lines of the code. Suppose you want to excel yourself on photography, you need to click at least 1,000 photographs. Okay, then only you will understand what is happening in the photography. Suppose you want to excel driving, you need to drive at least 1,000 miles. Okay, I used to tell this into all the place where I'm taking session. So you need to make your hand dirty, then only you become you can excel in your coding. So please start practicing the code, whatever the code, keep writing code. Okay, that's what I would say. If you keep writing the code, then only you can succeed. This is a few lines I thought of sharing with you guys. Okay, sir, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I invite Dr. Preeti, Assistant Professor, School of Computers and IT, in University, to deliver the vote of thanks.
So, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the organization, I would like to extend my gratitude to our today's resource person, Mr. Munyandi Perumal, who is Chief Application Architect at Kindle. So, for his valuable speech on data analytics with pandas. So, I would also like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Joshika, Infrastructure Specialist, so at IBM Chennai, for to organize these kinds of webinars. So in this continuation, our sincere thanks to our management, head of the department, Dr. Nachappa, coordinator Dr. Bhuvana, and all faculty members for extending the support. So finally, I thank all participants on behalf of our department, Department of MCA, School of CS and IT. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. I've stopped sharing. Like and comments this video. Please subscribe Quick Bits and click bell icon for more videos from Quick Bits.